Have you ever wanted to change your body into the ideal image that you have, get an optimal health, or change your appearance? Well, here's a law of attraction technique to do so. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into the video. Change your body or appearance into the ideal one that you want? It's a question that I get asked literally at least once a day. I've never made a video on it, and the reason that I haven't is while I believe and have experienced that it's possible, I feel that it places too much of an emphasis on the physical world. And a lot of times what happens in our culture due to advertising to get us to buy things that we don't need, we place too much of an emphasis on the way we do or do not look, the things we do or do not have in our physical appearance that cause us to highly value ourselves or devalue ourselves. It can boost our self-esteem or kill it. It can give our life meaning, or it can make our life feel like we just got screwed by the luck of the genetic lottery. And the first thing that I want to say is, say this with me: you are perfect and whole just the way that you are. I am perfect and whole just the way that I am. It's really important to understand this, and that you don't need anything in the physical world to be happy. Now, all of that being so, if you've ever watched one of my videos, I talk a lot about mindset and human psychology via the law of attraction. Now, you have a thing called your self-image, and your self-image is a literal image that you have of yourself. Like, have you ever before looked in front of the mirror or known someone to look in front of the mirror and you don't even see what's actually there? You see an image in your head. Like, you could have like a six-pack, right? And you could look in the mirror and you could see this fat person, this overweight person. Oh, I don't have the body that I want yet. But it's like you have like a six-pack. You're in like the top 1% of the world. Or you may have a perfect amount of ratio between a fat and non-fat as a woman. But you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm overweight, you know? And it's this ironic thing where we don't see the world as it is. We see it generally in a negative, a distorted light from the way that it actually is. And that's called our self-image. And there's a beautiful book written about it by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, who talks, it's called Psycho-Cybernetics. And it's basically about human psychology. He was a plastic surgeon, and he would do these major surgeries on people. But then he'd find that they'd look in the mirror and they would be like, you didn't change me at all. I'm still ugly. My nose is still wrong, and da-da-da-da-da. And he thought it was so weird because he would do these drastic changes on people, and it led him to look into the mental aspect of our physical appearance. And he found that unless you help somebody change their self-image, even if they do a major reconstructive surgery to change their appearance the way they want it to be, they'll still look at themselves in the same negative way. And so it's important to understand that, because the first question is, how do you imagine yourself? If you want to change your body in any way or your appearance in any way, the first question is, how do you imagine yourself? Now, that's an important thing to ask, and it's, what's the ideal picture that you have of yourself? So whether you need to go on Google and you need to find an image that you know, inspires you. Like my life partner Ashley has an image of another woman that is a mix, one of the screensavers that comes onto her phone, and it's a woman that has a very similar body type to her, but that is in like even better shape than Ashley. And every day Ashley and I go to CrossFit, we eat great, we exercise 6 days a week hard. And so she uses that as a motivation and imagines herself in that light to make that fundamental shift. Now, that's an important distinction, is how do you really want your body to look? And that's step number one, because once you get a picture working in your head, what happens is, the book is called Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's saying that your mind and your brain is a cybernetic mechanism, which is similar to if you had a thermostat placed at 75 degrees and you let all the cold air in. what happens is the thermostat kicks into gear to regulate the way that it's programmed. Now, this is the same way that a GPS system works that's programmed for Los Angeles, and you make a bunch of wrong turns, but it keeps adjusting you. It's the same way somebody flies a 747 jet across the world. They're not steering it the whole time. There's a cybernetic mechanism, an autopilot mechanism that's regulating the majority of it. And so your self-image works the same way. It affects your bank account, the image you have, and the thoughts and beliefs you hold, and the images you picture about money reflect your bank account. Well, it's the same for the way that your body works, because once you have that picture, then the cybernetic mechanism, you as a habitual automatic creature, you do the actions that are in alignment with that thing once it's programmed deeply enough. Eat the foods that are in alignment with it to create that. Unconsciously, you could sabotage your health, your fitness. Maybe it's that you begin exercising. So the first step is picturing yourself in the way that you want to see it. Whatever that is. So find a picture online, close your eyes, and imagine the way that you want to be. But coming from a place of fullness and wholeness already. You're already a perfect child of God. You don't need to change your body to like be a more full and complete person. And I really want to make that clear so you understand you're already perfect. You can already have everything that you desire in life. But when you come from this place of abundance, you can always recreate, redefine, and retransform yourself. So the first step, clearly picturing the ideal way that you want yourself to be, getting it crystal clear, put it on your phone, get a picture of it off Google, and you turn that into one of your main vision board pieces that you put on your wall and you see every day, not only for inspiration, but to start to train the way that you're viewing yourself to be in a different light. And then step number 2 is, what am I willing to give up that's in alignment with this picture? Now, there are certain things that you might need to give up that are in alignment with your picture. There are certain things that you might need to step into to be in alignment with your picture. Now, if you had a goal to gain 20 pounds of muscle, or to lose 20 pounds of fat, or to gain 50 pounds of weight to help your structure because you're very skinny and it's having muscular deficiencies, or you're trying to lose 50 pounds, and you have a very clear image that's inspiring, it feels real to you, you know that it's not, you know, your actual appearance yet, but it feels real. It feels like you could really see yourself in that way. Like, I probably wouldn't imagine myself with like an Arnold Schwarzenegger body, because that doesn't feel real to me. It's not the way my body's built differently. I don't have a desire to put on that kind of muscle, and I don't have the time to dedicate to it too. And so I wouldn't do that. But when I get the clear picture, then it's, what am I willing to give up? Now, you know, that's a simple question, is like starting to, in this channel, I talk a lot about how success is something that comes to you through the person that you are, by what you attract into your life. And the law of attraction responds to who you are. Now, to meet your picture, in the physical world, that involves action a lot of times, especially when it's coming to health and fitness and well-being. And so the question is, what do I need to give up? Now, it might need to be a change in diet. That first might involve you starting to study health and starting to study what type of diets work best for your body or your blood type. You know, what is going to produce, whether you're trying to gain fat or lose fat, what's going to help you? Are you trying to gain weight? Well, then studying into eating different complex carbohydrates, or increasing your calorie intake, or doing smoothies with a lot of oats in it to increase calories. Or this isn't a health channel, by the way, but we're talking about the fundamental mindset shifts to attract what you want. Now, it might be you changing your diet so that you're not consuming the amount of carbs you are, so that you do lose weight. It might be shifts in what you're eating so you have the energy to go to the gym. Are you never exercising and you're trying to make an extremely drastic change in your body? Will it be a good idea to hire a trainer, to go to CrossFit, to get a gym membership? The question is, are you growing into the type of person that would have that type of body? In the same way that we often talk on this channel is, are you growing into the type of person that would have that money? Or are you growing into the type of person that would have that relationship? So the question is, what are the things that you can give up or add into your life that would be in alignment with the picture that you're having? And then number 3 is make a plan. So whether that's getting a fitness coach, a fitness consultation, spending some time on your own just to ask yourself, is like, what's your plan? I have an image of the way that I want my health to be. I have a goal around my health, is to be in the best shape of my life. And I've defined that. I want to be the quickest, fastest, strongest version of myself. And that's valuable to me. It's valuable to me for the energy, for videos, for my just ultimate well-being and happiness and joy. So I have something in my life that's pushing me. There's a lot of reasons of my why behind it, but my plan is very clear, and it's I'm doing CrossFit 6 times a day, or six times a day would be amazing, or maybe it wouldn't, because it would deplete me. I do it 6 times a week, and I have a very clear way that I eat that's in alignment with my goals. I have a very clear understanding of the foods and substances that are allowed in my body and the things that are not. I have a clarity on my plan to reach the optimal levels of health, fitness, and well-being that I desire. And what I invite you to do is to make that plan so you have something to follow so that you can start to move in the direction that you desire. Henry David Thoreau said that move confidently in the direction of your dreams and success will meet you in common hours. It's a process of becoming a different person, and it's gonna start with a plan. Last but not least, why? Why is it that you want this shift? Is it because you're not good enough and you need to make this transformation? Well, I'd invite you to reconsider and affirm that you're perfect and whole in the image in which you're created. Now, if it's to push yourself and have a new goal, or to grow and understand more about fitness, is it to change so you can inspire someone in your family to be more healthy? Is it so you have a way to push yourself and be more happy and well? What's your whys behind it? Because that why is going to allow you to move through the challenges and to more specifically reconnect to your original picture. So your job is to start imagining this every night before you're going to sleep, the way that you want. And when you're waking up, using the plan to get there. And so I hope this video speaks to you. Number one is to picture yourself the way that you want it to be. And I think that that's one of the most urgent and important things to consider. And then number two is, what are the things that you're willing to give up that can allow your picture to meet you in the physical world, which is the entire process of creation. And then the third thing is a plan, and then the fourth is why. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Download my free success hypnosis down below to train your subconscious mind to get rid of the negative thought patterns, limiting beliefs to attract the success and abundance you desire. JakesHypnosis.com. Press the subscribe button in the corner right over there and hit the bell notification. Remember, you're totally whole, perfect, and complete exactly the way that you are. And please share this video with somebody. Body image, are we good enough, is such a big thing in our world, and I wanted to deliver this because so many people ask it, but give a unique spin on it. Because when you come from abundance, you can create more abundance, but when you come from lack, even if you have the body transformation, you still won't feel the fulfillment of it. So wishing you a beautiful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.